Hi, my name is Kayla. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about business, beauty, and life lessons. I heard it was 2026, but I heard it was really 2016. So I got on my red lip that reminds me of Ruby Woo, but it's Rihanna's MVP. I really like this lip. I've been getting like mixed reviews about it, so like I'm trying it out tonight. And I'm like, okay, let me just do the black with the red lip. Let me just see, give a little studious vibe, you know. Let me know if you guys like it. I like the color so far. Again, I'm gonna see what happens later on. Let's get into it. How are you guys doing? I'm so proud of myself. Like, this is my second video. I'm really being consistent. I'm really trying to be a YouTube girly, and I know this is just the second video, but like I was supposed to record like 2 days ago, and I'm just happy that I got it done today. I'm trying to stay on schedule and get everything together, but I'm just proud of myself for just getting myself together and getting it done. 2026, we're doing better with that. Today's topic is going to be a really good one. It's something that has changed for me as far as my perspective on it throughout the years. I didn't even know that I was kind of already living like this, being a kind soul. But well, I feel like other people should say that, but you know, I could say it too sometimes, you know. Basically doing what God calls you to do. And the topic is being used. So this topic always comes up for me, especially when I talk to other entrepreneurs, like what is the right way to be used and what boundaries should you set when you are being used. Being used is a positive thing. I feel as long as you are useful, people will always call you for opportunities. You will always be booked and busy. There has been like a little negativity attached to being used. The conversations that I've had with other entrepreneurs, they will see certain people try to get close to me and they'll be like, oh, that girl's just trying to use you. She's trying to use you. And I'm like, duh, like we're all trying to use somebody in some kind of way. And it doesn't have to be a negative thing. You want to build connection so you guys can use each other. That's the whole point of connection. Some people might thrive in other areas that you want to thrive in the future, or somebody might know somebody that you need to know, and you want to use your connections to get to the next level. That's just, we're all trying to do the same thing. I think people should start rewiring how they feel about being used. You need to be useful. As long as you're useful, you can also use other people and use opportunity. You don't want to use people. You want to use opportunity. You want to use strategy in order to get to where you want to get. I think people should definitely feel like they are a vessel and they can be used in some kind of way, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship, because you cannot do this by yourself. Like, you're going to need to use somebody one day, and they're gonna need to use you as well. You should always be down to collaborate with somebody or do things for free sometimes in order to promote your business. One thing I will admit is that the first two Baddies in Business events, we had a lot of people help us out for free. We did not have a budget, no sponsorship, no nothing. There's a couple businesses that we were able to do like some type of collaboration, or they sponsored us. No sponsorship as in nobody funded the event, okay? We had to do it on our own. But I will say, everyone who did something for free was booked at that event. It was actually insane. Like, they were like, oh my God, who did that? Okay, instant booking. These things help your business a lot. You always want to have visibility when you have a business, because you never know where your next client is going to come from. So being used, some people will be like, I don't do anything for free. Sometimes you got to do stuff for free, especially when it's a slow season. And if you are at a point where you really don't want to do stuff for free, you have to offer some kind of collaboration. There's a lot of people that fall out in these collaborations and in these partnerships, and I just feel like there's not good contracts being set. I'm also guilty of this, because sometimes you just want to try things out, but I think with time, okay, I'm gonna play the advocate for both parties. Sometimes you're doing something new and you don't even know what to ask for. That's okay as well. It's better to actually try these things out than to just not try anything out because you're afraid of a fallout. I rarely fall out with people. It's been a couple times, I'm not even gonna lie. Both times I learned something from it. I understand how to plan better and how to contract people better. I wouldn't have known if those fallouts or those disagreements didn't happen. It's a positive thing. Like, I understand what the contract should state, what we need from people when we are collabing. So I don't really look at the fallouts or the disagreements as negative things, because it does help us business owners know how to contract people. If you can get legal advice or anything when you're doing these collaborations, or just set a standard for yourself, you can literally Google it or use some form of whatever. I don't want to promote anything because things are like really sensitive right now. If you can find a way to figure out how to get that legal information for free, or you just Google some things, you can save yourself a lot of heartache and time. You just want to plan better. And I want, including myself, like, that's the theme that I want for 2026, is to just plan things out a lot better, understand what exactly you need from people when you're collaborating with them, and how both parties will benefit from the collaboration. If that is set in stone, everybody will win. Again, like I said, a lot of people did my event. People bought vendor tables. A lot of people put time, effort into this business, and guess what? They got sales. They got visibility. Their business was popping. Their Instagram channels were seeing a lot of views. I've been told that, especially like certain projects that I've done in the past, that these were the most views that people got ever. And it's just simple strategy. You got to plan out the strategy. You have to understand how other people are benefiting and be able to execute. In healthy business, everybody should be benefiting. So if you want to ask people for collaborations, you got to bring something to the table as well. You have to have an audience that will support the people that you want to ask for the collaboration. Personally, I'm very proud of the audience that I have right now, and it's only going to get better. It's only going to get bigger because these people support. Anytime I put something out there randomly, I get a lot of support, and I'm so grateful for that. I've even had somebody tell me, and I thought it was kind of weird. So she was like, "You always get support." I wish I got support like that. And I was just like, we could collab if you want, but like, I don't know, the energy was just very weird. Like, I would never tell someone, you get a lot of that, I want a lot of that. Like, I just think that's a little weird to say, but hey, maybe not. Maybe she didn't mean it in any type of way. Definitely give credit when it's due, you know? Okay, something I do want to get into, like panels, right? So let's say you have a business and somebody asks you to be a panelist. Even if you do it for free, on the back end, you can definitely make some money from the audience, from the visibility that you have. So again, this goes back to being used. Sometimes you have to use your knowledge and who you are in society to promote yourself, and then those people of interest, those future clients, those future supporters, they will come to you. Something that you say will resonate with them, and they will come back to you. Even if you go to an event with 200 people and only one person comes, and that person is a supporter for life, that is a win. I went to an event and they were talking about being used on the panel. And that's when my whole idea about being used. But I've already been having these conversations because I always see the benefit of people using me and me gaining some type of visibility, a follower, a supporter, something from me doing something for somebody. I've always seen it that way, and every time someone says, oh, somebody's trying to use you, I don't really look at it like that. I don't care, because personally I'm like, we don't have to be best friends. I don't owe you anything. But if you want to use me, I'm gaining something from it as well. So that's how you have to think in business. Not necessarily when you're trying to make friends. And I want to make a distinction. When you're trying to make friends, even in friendship, even in relationship, like you're getting something from someone. Sometimes you have friends that are super supportive. You have friends that inspire you. If you're just in a relationship or a friendship and you're not gaining anything from anything, you don't get support, you don't get love, you don't get inspiration. Like, why are you in that friendship? That's just my belief. My friends inspire me. I like to be around girls that are like going out and actually following their dreams, because the older we get, the harder it is to actually go out and follow your dreams and execute and have the courage to keep doing it. You know, you have people that actually listen to people in society. I'm like, ew, you guys listen to those people? Get out of here. Like, I would never listen to someone who does not have the courage to follow their own dreams. Like, it's always, you guys have to understand when the devil is working. Like, when people are trying to tell you you're too old to be doing that, or anything that they have to say, oh, you're still pushing that, you're still trying to get there. And what are you doing? Living a mediocre life, okay? Don't tell me about what I'm still doing or whatever. Like, if somebody has the courage to follow their dream and get to where they're going, leave them alone. Why are you being negative? It's so weird. That's the people I like to surround myself with. Like, the people that are courageous enough to do something that is not normal. That's who I like to surround myself with. So that's what I want the community to be filled with. And I'll talk about that more later.